Hey everyone, welcome, welcome. Guys, we'll get started shortly here. Welcome. Welcome everyone. We'll get started shortly. Welcome everyone. Hey Bill, welcome Bill, welcome.
Hey David.
Hey, how you doing Bill?
Good, how you doing?
Good, good. We'll get started shortly. Hey Zaire, Zaire, hey, welcome, welcome.
Hey David.
Hello, we'll get started shortly. We'll go over cryptos, Forex, and futures this evening. We'll get started. Hey Mary, welcome Mary. We'll get started shortly. Welcome, welcome. All right, guys. We'll get started shortly here. Guys, we'll get started shortly here. Hey, Peter. Peter, welcome. Guys, we'll get started shortly. This evening, we'll go over cryptos, Forex, and the futures market. Got a buy signal on Bitcoin. Buy signal on Bitcoin today, so we'll go over that. That's a big deal. Welcome everyone. We'll get started shortly. All right, guys. Well, let's go ahead and get started here. All right. I'm going to share my trading screen. Right here. So you guys should see my screen here, crypto's monster. So we'll go ahead and start with cryptos and Bitcoin. So we'll go over just an update on how all three markets are doing, cryptos, Forex, and the futures, and then I'll open the floor for any questions, okay? The big news today, and this should not be a surprise, we've been watching this, anticipating a move above 45,000, right, on Bitcoin. And let me just make sure, can you guys see my screen here? Can you see my screen and my cursor moving here?
Yeah.
Yes, I can.
Okay, great, great. Okay, so guys, we finally got a buy signal on Bitcoin here, all right? And it's an absolute beautiful buy signal. It's a perfect buy signal right at that break of resistance, okay? So right at that break of resistance, just a perfect buy, right? So if you guys look here, here is resistance, and we've been watching that 45,000 number. We said if we got a break, right, a break above 45,000, all right, we would get a buy signal. Hey, Tracy,
Hey.
welcome. Hello. Hey, Anthony, welcome. All right. So guys, we got that break. It had been flirting with that area with 45,000, finally broke above 45,000. Right now, Bitcoin is at 46,650. All right. And we got a buy signal, right? We could not have asked for a more perfect buy signal right on that break of resistance. I thought we would probably get around 50,000 or so before we got a buy signal. Kind of like here, where we did before, kind of broke and then give us a high buy signal. Here also give us a high buy signal. But we got a pretty good buy signal, perfect on that break of resistance. Okay, buyers are definitely back in. All right, there's, as you guys know, there's no guarantee, right? But we just trade the price in front of us, right? So break of resistance, purpose support and resistance. I wouldn't be too concerned about the purpose support and resistance, because we're getting that at the bottom of the accumulation phase, right? So when we get it at the top, that's a concern, that's a reversal, but it's at the bottom, so that's not a big deal. So if you guys look here, the last time we got a buy signal on Bitcoin, purpose support and resistance broke out. Purpose support and resistance here broke out, okay? The last time we got a buy signal on Bitcoin was back in October of last year. All right, and this is on the daily time frame. So this is a big deal, right? This is a big deal. Usually when Bitcoin gives a buy signal, right, on the daily time frame, especially, we get pretty good price movement. All right, buy signal here, big move up, buy signal here, you know, got a decent move. All right, buy signal here, right, got a decent move here. But after this is a nice pullback, right? So this is a nice pullback for Bitcoin. Held support, okay, held support. So we'll look for a pretty good move higher. No guarantees, but guess what? Buyers are definitely in charge. All right, we've had several days of buying. All right, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and counting today, 5 days of solid buying. All right, but that's good news. Expect, I will talk about this, right? We can use Bitcoin as the barometer for the entire Forex market. So as Bitcoin moves higher, and expect your other cryptos to move higher also. All right, so expect your other Bitcoin to move higher also. I mean, your other cryptocurrencies, okay? I won't go through the charts on Ethereum, okay? But Ethereum is moving higher, Litecoin, they're all moving up. But guess what? Bitcoin is got a buy signal, expect the other cryptos to move higher. All right, I'll open up the floor when I'm done for any questions on this. All right, as far as the futures market, we're not seeing a lot of opportunities right now in heat seeker for futures. Right now, they're buying soybean, but not a lot of action in the futures market. They're not buying energy. All right, they're not buying energy anymore. So futures is flat for now. All right, futures is flat. As far as the equity futures, we know they're all up. All right, so the in the futures market, okay, so the E-mini, the S&P, that's up, right? And we know that also in the when we watch the sectors, right? That's also the indexes is also up. Okay, so the E-mini for the S&P, that's up. All right, the Russell is up. The Dow futures, E-mini Dow futures are up. The NASDAQ, that's up. And then the VIX is down. That's what we want. Okay, so we want those, all those E-minis, Dow E-minis, S&P all up. VIX is coming down. All right. Because Australian dollar is up, CAD dollar is up, the dollar pair is up. So nice moves. Okay, we'll go over the yen pairs. Okay, and let's see here, commodities, nothing here yet in monster futures. Things are just holding. Let's take a look at Forex. All right. So we still have great opportunities in Forex, guys. We have a bit of a pullback, right, ending the week, but guess what? We've got movement back in, solid upward trend, all right, in these pairs, in the yen pairs, all right. Swiss yen is the top mover, all right. So Swiss yen is the top pound mover. I mean, yen mover. Buy signal is all the way down here. All right, 240-minute time frame, nice trade. We'll look for Swiss to break, test and break, hopefully break this resistance right here. All right, and make another leg up. But the yen pairs are looking really strong. All right, so the Swiss yen is the second. We've got, this is a big surprise here. So the dollar Mexican peso is leading #1 right here. That's the #1 leading pair. I wouldn't worry about that. That's trending to the downside. The most important thing we want to pay attention to are the yen pairs. Okay, so Swiss yen #2, Aussie yen #3. All right, CAD yen #4, New Zealand yen #5, dollar yen #6, and we've got euro yen down here, and then pound yen is all the way down here. So the dollar pairs are definitely, I mean, the yen pairs are definitely holding. All right, let's take a look at, I know pound yen is a favorite. Okay, so pound yen is testing that high right now. All right, so pound yen is testing that high. If you guys are not in pound yen, I would pull up your 30-minute time frame. All right, 30-minute or 60. I look for opportunities in pound yen. Okay, so pound yen is always a great mover for us. So if you've missed the trade on the 240, that's okay. That's okay. Just go ahead and pull up a chart on the 30. All right, I wouldn't do the 15-minute. You'll get some noise on the 15-minute, but 30 is a good time frame to trade this on. All right, I'm going to open it up. I'm going to open up the floor. Any questions? Peter, go ahead. Go ahead, Peter. Peter, you've got your hands up.
This important stock, GME, Gamestop.
Oh, Peter wants to talk about stocks. Peter, all of this action.
We're talking about David versus Goliath. A small person beating the hedge funds.
Oh my
Gamestop.
goodness.
Hitting important resistance.
Okay. Okay. So GameStop.
5 minutes. Just 5 minutes on GameStop.
Okay. Okay.
This is where everybody got into stock trading, or not everybody, but a lot of people.
As a matter of fact, what's GameStop? What's the symbol again?
GME.
GME. I'm gonna show you guys this here. Yeah, this is where a lot of folks got into GameStop. And I just want to pull this up.
Boy, if it breaks this resistance, this will be in the news all over the place. Gamma squeeze, baby.
1 second here.
And this rocket ship is too fast. If you're late to the party, boy, it's like you're buying high and selling low. You buy low and sell high.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, I'm going to share this here. As a matter of fact, that last big rally, we traded GameStop. Some of our traders did. I actually got on the trade also. Hold on 1 second here. Let me see if I can pull it up. And there was so much. And Peter, you mentioned that a lot of traders got into. This is where a lot of traders got into.
Yeah, this is the Robinhood craze.
The Robinhood craze, yeah.
Robinhood drama, basically, over GameStop. Basically, they stopped allowing you to buy the stock when it was being squeezed. Yeah. So you couldn't get in on the trade. So that's when I lost faith in Robinhood. I know they're like totally against retail traders. So they have the hedge funds in their pockets.
So this is when all of that craziness happened. I got on the trade. I made some money on the trade, and Kim also made some money on the trade. But the Orlando Sentinel called us, right? Because we were getting just a lot of we got a lot of new folks come in during that time. And so the Orlando Sentinel did an interview. So called me up, and they wanted to do an interview on that whole GameStop. So if you guys look here, here's that. It's the article is actually on the website, and it's Orlando investors see GameStop stock news as only the beginning for the little guys. It was pretty cool. So they interviewed me, right? And then they interviewed Kim. All right. So Kim spoke about his trade. I had a trade. I did a trade in here. We made some money. But this is the whole article here. All right. The whole article here. You guys can find it. But Peter is right. I haven't been looking at the stock. All right. I haven't been looking at GameStop. So we'll take a look at it. It's always these Reddit traders really love GameStop, and the other one is AMC that they love too. So I haven't been keeping up on it recently. So Peter, is there something happening with GameStop?
Yeah, put that on a daily chart.
A daily.
January 26th of last year. So we're back at the same price. It's at 151.92. January 26th of last year, when it broke 150, it rocketed to the moon. So we're gonna come up to a daily resistance. So if it blows past the resistance, we can see some tremendous. We can look to take a trip to space.
So is there a short squeeze like the last time on this?
I don't know, but look at this move the last 2 days. It was at 84. Now it jumped to 151. That's a crazy amount of move. That's 70 points.
Wow.
And here comes the resistance at 152, 153-ish. I was marking the charts.
Guys, you guys want to keep an eye on this. How are the calls? How are the calls?
Yeah, it's the options that's gonna do a gamma squeeze on this price.
Yeah, I remember last time.
Too many
boy.
calls. And then, so look at January 26th. Look at the high, and the next day it got gamma squeezed.
January 26th.
January of last year.
Of last year.
Right there. Yeah.
Yeah. So this is where we had that move here. I think we got out. If I remember, I think I got in. I got in right here, and I got in a little late. My son was like, "Dad, why didn't you get in earlier?" I missed some of this.
Yeah. It moves too quick. It just moves
quick.
way too quick.
Yeah, but I just, it's a pump, right? It's a pump and dump. So I wasn't paying attention, but I got in right about here. So I got in, I think I got in at 120.
Yeah, look at that gamma squeeze all the way to 470.
Yeah.
You got in at 150. That's tremendous.
Yeah. And I think I got out, and Kim did pretty good too. Kim got out near the high here. We got right at 350. All right, right at 3. So that was a nice move. I think I made on that move about 8 grand on that move. All right, and I didn't go heavy.
This is where the kids
Kim did really well.
This is where the kids made 500, 800 grand.
Yeah, yeah.
We're talking like 18-year-olds, 19-year-olds, 20-year-olds. They put the house on that trade.
Yeah. So
they put their parents' money into that trade.
it's you call. I mean, you look. That's pretty good here. Yeah, good price action. Here is a break of resistance right here. We got a buy signal. They're definitely buying. Yeah, markets are bullish, right? Markets becoming more bullish. Bitcoin gave a buy signal. So we might start to see a lot of excitement in this market, and this will definitely help. All right.
I'm probably going to get out at 250. I'm going to get in at the break of resistance, and I'm going to have my finger on the trigger, and I'll get out about 250.
Yeah, so 250 would be right here. Right, so that's not a bad target. Okay, you might take the majority of your bond, just leave a small percentage in to see if it can move higher. But yeah, right here is where I would say you'll get we got pretty strong resistance in here. All right, about 205. I wouldn't call this resistance right here. If you want to look for another resistance, 231. But yeah, you can absolutely, they'll push it. Peter, are they talking about it on Reddit?
They're fanatics about this stock. This is diamond handing, and they have the people who got in at 300. They never sold. They're like, they hold till they die. The stock.
Yeah.
This is like David versus Goliath. They're wanted to stick it to the hedge funds.
Yeah, but I don't know. I mean, the last time the reason it worked because they were large. There's
a huge short
positions, right? Yeah. So I don't know if the hedge funds are holding large shorts like that, right? But it doesn't matter.
They learn.
Yeah, I'm sure they did. They got squeezed really bad. They got squeezed really, really bad. So, but if the cool thing about what's happened, and yeah, it is David versus Goliath, right? And in that article I showed you guys that we did for the Orlando Sentinel, it was pretty cool, right? Because as retail traders, right, we are always going up against the institutions. That's what we do. That's why we have these different systems. We run our different scanners and everything. We're trying to not beat the institutions, but find out what they're doing, find out where they're hiding, and we want to kind of go along for the ride. The cool thing about the GameStop, and I think that will change for many years, many years. I've always thought that there would be, and I've been doing this for a long time, that the retail, and that's what we do. We are for the retail trader, which is all of us, right? We want to give the retail traders, right, the tools, all the ammunition to tackle the institutions. What I don't want to spend too much time on this, but what the GameStop story did, and why the Orlando Sentinel wanted to talk to us about it, is the fact that for the first time ever, they won, right? So all of us, the average trader, actually beat the hedge funds, right? And we squeezed them out of almost out of business. And I haven't kept up on it, so I don't know if that hedge fund. I know they were pretty close to going under.
8 billion. They
Yeah.
lost 8 billion. Melvin Capital.
8 billion. Yeah. So, and it was all the traders like us guys that said, guess what? We're not gonna take it anymore, right? We're not gonna take it anymore. And yes, they were protecting GameStop, right? Traders were looking to make money also, but they wanted to stick it, right? Stick it to these hedge funds that get on these stocks, and they just short these stocks until these companies go under. All right. So that was a really good lesson, right? That was a really good lesson. It changed, I think, when we look back in history, right? I think we'll remember that as a turning point for the retail trader, retail investor, which is us. Okay, so the cool thing is that now we can get everyone together. We don't have a lot of, individually we can't go up against the institutions because they've got so much capital. Okay, they've got so much money, so much capital, so much knowledge. They have a lot of inside information, right? They have a lot of inside information, right? So it's hard to go up against them, but collectively, which is what GameStop proved, right? The Reddit traders, is that collectively, everyone can get together now with social media and everything else that, you get together, put your capital together, and win, and which is what they did. So this is not it was the first time, right? It was a big story, and I'm glad that we were part of it. It was pretty cool for Kim, hold on one second. I'm going to show you. It was pretty cool that not only did we make money of the trade, and several of our traders made money of the trade, but one second here. It was pretty cool that the Orlando Sentinel saw value, right? They saw value in not only what the Reddit traders did, but also what we did. Okay, so I'm just going to show you guys. So I would recommend, if you guys go to the website, it's a pretty cool article. So go to the website. You guys should see the website here. Go to bio. Go to bio right here, Go to bio whenever you get a free chance, because, and just read the article down here where it says, yeah, Orlando Sentinel, Orlando investors see GameStop stock news as the only beginning for the little guys. So click on that and read it here. And Kim is in here too. Like I said, Kim is in here.
Did they had a lot of questions for you, or were they just getting your comments?
Yeah, they had some questions, comments. Yeah, it was pretty cool, man. Yeah, it was an exciting time to see this. You know, we trade every single day, right? So we do this every single day, and no one cares about what we do, right? No one cares about it. It's all about the hedge funds. It's all about CNBC, right? But for the first time, we were in the news, you know, us, all, you know, the little guy, right? The little guy. And yeah, the little guy won, says Winter Park president and David Stevenson, right? Of Monster Trading Systems. And yes, we on during that time we won. And the cool thing is that we can, it's a different time. So it's an exciting time for traders to get into the markets, right? It's an exciting time to do this, because now we always talk about this, right? Having an edge. Now we've got an edge, right? We've got an edge, and we can definitely capitalize on it. So Peter, thanks for I had no idea, right? I'm usually in a vacuum, you know.
Yeah,
So,
I wasn't trading that time. I wasn't trading at that time. But
yeah. So I'm gonna jump on this trade. I'll jump on you.
Look at price January 26th and price right now. It's like
Yeah.
we're at resistance.
Yeah. Yeah, so we could see a nice pop in this trade. So this isn't I'll give you a pass on this, Peter. All right, this isn't the cryptos, this isn't the stock class. I'm kidding, I'm just kidding. But thanks for bringing this up. Thanks for bringing this up. So you guys, if you guys want to take a little position, it's up to you. All right, it's up to you guys, but expect some volatility in this. Okay, thanks, Peter. Thank you. Anything on Bitcoin? Anything on Bitcoin? Any questions on Bitcoin? Anything on Bitcoin here?
David, where is that the buy signal at again on Bitcoin? Is that 46? Where's the buy signal at?
Okay, Tracy, do you see do you
The blue
see,
arrow?
yeah, but do you guys see the cryptos monster? I just want to make sure we see.
Yes.
We can, okay. So Tracy, it is going to be 1 second here. Okay, do you see the blue arrow right here?
Yes.
Okay, so the blue arrow, so that's today, right? So
Okay.
that's the day, market open today. So that's the day, and this triangle right here. All right, this triangle, you see this little, it's hard to see it, this little triangle.
Yeah,
right
I see
here
it. Yeah.
is the area on this candle where we got a buy signal, right?
Okay.
Here. Okay, so it's a really nice buy signal. You know, the buy signal came in right at the break of that resistance, which is I don't think we can get a buy signal any better than that. Okay. If you guys look at the previous buy signal, and I mentioned this earlier, and the nice thing about tracking Bitcoin, so here was the previous buy signal here, sell signal here, went through the markup phase, got out on a break of support right here, went through the markdown phase. There was another buy signal here, got out here on the break of support, right? Another buy signal here, got out on a break of support, markdown phase, And guess what? A perfect buy signal right here. So nothing is guaranteed. We know that.
Right.
We know that, right? But guess what? Based on this price action here, based on this previous price action, based on this previous price action, based on this price action, this is a pretty good buy signal because guess what? We've got what? What did we get prior to the buy signal?
Mark down phase and then consolidate.
Yes, exactly. Right. So the traders that didn't get in, that missed it. Okay, this is a lot of psychology goes in here, guys. All those traders that missed getting in at Bitcoin at 67,000, 68,000, guess what? This is their chance. All right, this is their chance now to get in at 46,000. All right, all the traders that missed it at 55,000, right? All those individuals that missed it at 10,000, 20, 30, 40,000, guess what? They're going to start jumping in as that price starts going higher again and push the price up. Okay. All right. So that's what's happening. Nice buy signal. But the most important thing is this. I know some of you are in, you might not be in Bitcoin, right? You might not be in Bitcoin, but you in other cryptos, right? You're in some of the less expensive cryptos that are out there. All right. This will help your cryptos because Bitcoin is the barometer for the entire crypto market. So as Bitcoin moves higher, you'll notice a lot of your cryptos out there, right, will move higher. I know Anthony, you trade cryptos quite a bit. I know some of you trade cryptos quite a bit, right? And you've been holding your cryptos. All right. Pay attention to what Bitcoin is doing. All right. If you get a big move to the upside, right, monitor Bitcoin. If you're in cryptos, watch what Bitcoin is doing, because at some point, right, if Bitcoin gives you a sell signal, then you might want to trim your positions, those positions that you've been stuck in, right? Right. You can breathe a little easier this evening. All right. But as Bitcoin moves higher, watch your positions. But if Bitcoin gives a sell signal, then you might, we can't give any recommendation as far as your, positions that you have, existing positions. You always have to go to the chart, but just understand that when Bitcoin gives a buy signal on any of our systems, right, on any instrument, you need to take those buy signals seriously. You need to take those sell signals seriously. All right. Any other questions on this, Tracy? So here's the buy signal here, Tracy. It's a perfect buy signal. Hey, Mary, you have a question for me?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Okay, so I realize I'm not set up yet. I know that because it takes me a long time to figure everything out. That doesn't mean, having said that, doesn't mean that I'll be taking a long time once I am set up, okay? It's just getting set up. Okay, so in that situation, are you suggesting that it would be a good time now to get into Bitcoin?
Based on the daily time frame, based on this system here that we use, based on this buy signal, yes. Okay. Yes.
I'm just curious. Yeah, I'm looking at the chart. Exactly. Yeah.
But
okay.
keep in mind that if for whatever reason, right? So let's say this buy signal fails, the price comes back down, gives us a sell signal, we will post a sell signal to be out of Bitcoin. Okay, so as long as we've got a buy signal, as long as we can assume right here that we've got a buy signal, price will move higher. All right, get into that markup phase. And yes, we will, as long as the price hold, Mary, right? Kind of like here, we've got green candles, right? We don't have a break of support. We still have a buy signal. Yes, we buy. Okay, until we get a sell signal, like here, like here, like here. When the sellers come in, then we'll say, hey, all right, based on what's not what we think, right, but based on the price action, right, based on the 4 phases, right, once the sellers come in, right, like here, like here, like here, we get a sell signal, we'll get out. But yes, now, yeah, based on the system, not on what I think, based on what the system is doing, based on what price is doing, we've got a buy signal here, which is a big deal, because we haven't gotten a buy signal since the last buy signal we got on Bitcoin on the daily time frame was October of last year. Okay, so you've got money sitting on the sidelines, people, and anxious to get back in, so you might see some decent move in Bitcoin.
So thank you.
Mhm.
And so are you also suggesting, or are you anticipating, or what do you think has caused this?
I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm just curious if anybody else knew what causes all of a sudden, Bitcoin to start moving up.
yeah, I mean,
it is pretty impressive.
Yeah, we're starting to see, and it's not just Bitcoin. We've been following the major indexes, so the Dow, S&P, and NASDAQ, and they've been moving higher. We've been getting buy signals in those, so they're moving higher. We got a lot of the indexes, the sectors, right? A lot of the sectors right here, they're moving higher. So that's probably helping, Mary, Bitcoin also. Okay, so sometimes Bitcoin will follow the broad market, not always, okay, but sometimes it follows the broad market. So that will, I'm sure this is helping. Okay, this is helping. So it's not just Bitcoin, and that's good. That's a good question, right? So if the Dow, in S&P, NASDAQ, Russell, if they're all bullish and they don't have buy signals yet, okay, but we can anticipate based on the price action here that we'll get, just like Bitcoin gave a buy signal, we can anticipate getting a buy signal early this week. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, we should get, if the price action, if we continue to get buying, and it doesn't have to be a lot of buying, right, into the markets, we'll get buy signals just like we did here in Bitcoin. And that's good to know, because guess what? It's not just Bitcoin, it's the whole broad market. So there might be a there was a nice correction. This is a nice correction. Always remember, guys, when we go through that markdown phase, right? That's selling, that's traders. It's going through that markdown phase. Price is getting cheaper. I still don't think this is cheap. This is $46,000 for Bitcoin, right? That's expensive, but based on everyone is different, right? So like I said, the traders that missed it over here at 69, 70,000, to them, this is a good price. It retraced. Guess what? It pulled back, held support, right? Here, new buyers coming in. Okay, every time the price breaks resistance, just know that there's a new buyers coming in. So it looks good. It looks very good. It looks very good. And every buy signal that it's done on the daily time frame, it's done okay. But again, if it fails, we'll get a sell signal and get out. All right. So Mary, long answer to your question, but so this might help Bitcoin. Okay. So just buying. There's buying coming into the markets. Okay. All right. Very good. Any other question? Any other question here? Any other question? Anticipate perhaps a pullback, right? So you might get a pullback, right, in the next few days or so. You might get a pullback kind of like this here, where you get a buy signal here, price retraced a bit, okay? So I wouldn't be concerned with that, right? As long as you've got green candles, even if you get a white candle on the pullback, if we do get a pullback, that's okay. What we don't want is a red candle, just like any of our other trades, right? But I think it's good to get right around here. You might get some resistance, right around. This was the previous sell signal right here, previous buy signal right here. So we know 50, 51, right? So I would say 50 is a big area. Okay, so I would say it's at 46 right now. You might get some resistance at 50. Okay, but you could blow because this is new buyers coming in. I wouldn't be surprised if we get a big push. If we get a really big push higher, okay, but 50, Bitcoin loves the whole numbers, okay, it loves the whole numbers, kind of likes to consolidate near the whole numbers, okay, but for you crypto traders out there, Bitcoin traders out here, this is good news. This is good news. All right, this is good news
over here, David.
What's that, Anthony?
I said it's looking crazy over here, man.
Well,
it's gonna rip.
I think so. Yeah, it looks good. It looks good, and I know. I mean, I'm holding some cryptos, not a lot, but I'm holding some stuff. But this is good. This is good news. All right. Daniel,
I still have my $50 of Bitcoin from the last. Remember from when I bought at the wrong. So we'll see.
Yeah. So this is going for you, Mary. This is going to be your just count this as your buy signal. So now you're in, and then just hold, right? The test for you now is to hold. Don't do anything. Right? We'll watch this every evening, right? We're on every evening. So
yeah, this is what's interesting, about this is because now I really, I'm like, oh my gosh, I'd love to do this, but you know what? I'm gonna hold back, and I'm gonna, like you said, I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah, just watch it and wait.
Yeah,
wait for the sell signal, right? Wait for the sell.
Yeah, and it's okay. I'm learning.
Yes.
So thank you very much.
Absolutely. So there are two areas to watch. So the 50,000. And it's getting close to that. It's at 46 and change. We'll call it 47,000. Okay. The next resistance will be, we're going to go all the way up here, guys. So all the way up here at 65,000 will be your next resistance. Okay. You might get some, but listen, I was wrong on pound yen. I might be wrong here. Right. With pound yen, I thought we would get some consolidation at the high because it kind of looked a lot like this, and pound yen just broke through. Got a lot of new buyers come in. That price shot through that resistance and just took off. Okay, so yes, you've got resistance here, but right, you're not coming from a low. Right, you're coming from here, so you're halfway in the trend here, and just understand that I lost my thought. Okay. Just understand that here, every time you get to that resistance, every time price And we're not there yet. We are far from this resistance up here. We'll remove this. Okay, so as we get, this is resistance right here, resistance right here, resistance right here. So we've got three pretty decent areas of resistance. Just understand, if the price gets the more we priced targets that area, whether it's resistance or support, the more times it weakens that area. So if we get around that 65,000 price and hold, all right, we could get a big push. So we'll be watching it. Yeah, believe me, we'll now that we've got a buy signal, right, we'll watch it very closely to see what it does as it moves higher. All right, still early to tell as far as, you know, but it needs to get in that markup phase, and then we'll see what happens. But it's good news. It's absolutely good news. Daniel, I know you're probably smiling a bit, right? Because of this buy signal. But very good news.
Not too excited. I'm on guard.
Yeah. Just watch it. Any other questions, guys?
Yes, David, maybe you can explain to me a little bit more. How do you know 65 is going to be the next resistance?
Okay. Okay. Who's this? Frederico? Okay. Hey, Frederico. Yes. Welcome. Okay.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. So how do we know that resistance 65,000 is the next resistance? Yeah, so right here. So here was the high. So the first big move that Bitcoin made, it made a high right here to 65,000 and change right here. Do you see that?
Yes, I do.
Yeah. And then pull back, made another high right here at 65,000, pull back. Okay, so made a high here, pull back. All right, made a high here, pull back, test it again right here, went through that 55,000 mark. Okay, it went as high as 70,000, Federico. Right. So right there, you see that 70,000 and then pull back. Okay, right. We don't count this. We don't count this. This is a fluke, all right, because it didn't hold. So here, right here is resistance. We'll count this. Right here is resistance, and then right here is resistance. So traders are watching. They're watching this level here. All right. Okay. Good question. Very good.
Thank you.
And welcome. Keep coming. This is your first time?
Yes, that's my first time. Yeah.
Okay. Very good. We do this every evening, so keep coming. All right.
I'll be there for sure. Thank you.
Thanks for your question. All right, guys. Any other questions? For you, while you're thinking of questions, look, if you in the yen pairs, right? Whether you in on the 240 or on the 30, watch your we'll do this here. Watch the if I would watch your 30-minute time frame. Okay, it's a bit extended, but these pairs are running, man. These yen pairs are running. Okay, so if you're looking to take a position and you're not in on the 240, watch your 30-minute. You might be able to get some nice opportunities. Here was a nice trade here on your 30-minute time frame. All right, I'm sorry, that's the 60. Let me put it on the 30. Okay, so yeah, make sure you're on the right time frame. So here was a nice trade here on the 30, bought here, sold here, bought here, sold here. So if you didn't get in, and look here, here's some more trades down here, right? Bought here, sold here, bought here, sold here. All right, here's another one here. So there's one profitable trade, a second profitable trade, a third profitable trade, a fourth profitable trade, and now a fifth profitable trade. So 5 profitable trades in a row trading this here on the 30-minute. Okay, I know sometimes, you know, we get discouraged that we missed the opportunity, right? It really got out of, for whatever reason, we missed it. But don't forget, right? You can always bring your time frame down. Okay, and the 30 minutes is a really good time frame. Get in quick, get out quick. All right, and the pound yen is a really good example. So, and it really moves. So if you're not in it, try to make some money in these pairs because they're moving, they're holding, nice markup phase, yellow support and resistance. Okay, don't be scared of pound yen. The only way to to figure it out is by doing it, right? So for traders that are using Monster Scalper, all right, if you've missed some of these trades here, bring out your 30-minute time frame and look for some opportunities. Wait for your buy signals, get out on your sell signals. You're gonna have to watch it closely. All right, but that's okay. Just stay up, get some coffee. All right. Okay, guys, I'm going to end here. We'll have another class tomorrow evening, Q&A. All right, but again, the big news, we've been watching this for a while, and I would love to see Bitcoin move higher. And those of you who've been stuck in Bitcoin for a while, I would like to see you guys make some money, or at least your positions will do better. All right, so I'm rooting for you guys. All right, take care, have a great evening, and I will see you guys tomorrow.
Thank you for your time.
Okay,
thank you for your time, and very positive tonight. I just feel so good.
Unlike last week was something
else. Oh my. So I'm going to be traveling for the next 2 weeks. I'm going to visit mom. I'm using a lot of gas if you guys want to buy any stocks in gas. But so just in case, I'm going to try to be on the calls, but because I need to learn, but just in case, my iPhone is not the best sometimes.
Okay. Well, Mary, try to make it in. It's always good to hear your voice on these calls. Okay.
Thank you so much. Okay.
All right, guys. Thank you. You guys take care, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a great evening. Good job on Bitcoin. Buy signal. Take care. Bye-bye.
Take care. Bye-bye.